A new event has just been announced for Master Duel. If we go ahead and take a look at our notifications here, we can see that there's a notice of a new event Dark versus Light. We take a look at what it says here. It says the Dark versus Light event will take place during the dates below. I think it says it starts on August 16th. Yep, at basically midnight. This time zone is like messed up on my computer. It's inaccurate by like an hour or two. But anyways, versus event. So the Dark group can only use Dark monsters and the Light group can only use Light monsters. And then there'll be some cards from both archetypes that will be unavailable for the sake of game balance. We'll take a look at those in just a second. Okay, event rewards. Okay, Light and Darkness Dragon. I actually stopped playing this game before this card came out, but I heard that, you know, Monarch Control kind of evolved into what's called Perfect Circle, which involved this card shortly after, which is interesting. And you get a title for the 22,000 medals, Harnesser of Chaos. Interesting. We'll definitely be going for that. So Forbidden Limited lists, okay. Yeah, we can check those out. Gems, there's also something interesting here about like VSP for each group. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm assuming it's some kind of point. If anybody knows, let me know in the comment section below. But let's go ahead and take a look at the lists that we'll be dealing with. Before we do, let's hop in. Okay, so Light or Dark versus Light coming soon. Okay, cool intro as usual. And, oh, I guess you have to choose right now. Event info probably brings you back. Okay, yep, about VSP. Okay, win, lose, or draw, just don't surrender. Okay, earn titles from missions according to personal VSP. Interesting. The amount of VSP you earn depends on the overall VSP at the time, or you obtain, okay. The groups will be calculated hourly. Okay, save replays. Yep. Maybe erased. Ooh. Okay. So we want to save them, I guess. Interesting details here. I don't think I'll select just yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck screen though and see what the lists contain. Alright, so let's hop straight into the deck screen and we're going to look at this in a very unique way. So for those of you that are Master Duel veterans, you probably know this already, but for those of you who aren't, this is a very insightful way to see how the event might break down. And so I really advise you to go in and do this yourself and do some research before you make a selection, or just watch my videos and hopefully you'll get good direction on what to choose. I think for the most part, I've been pretty good with these events in terms of making sure that we choose either budget-friendly decks or top-tier decks to get the events done quickly. Anyways, what I did here was I went to the regulation and I selected, I guess, the Dark event first. And then what I do is I go to the filter and I want to see what's been forbidden, limited, and semi-limited. And you can do this for like traps, spells, combination of everything. But for right now, we're going to see what dark monsters you're not allowed to use in the Dark event. So they banned the Bestials, fair enough, because, you know, a Bestial would always have a target if it's only light and dark monster, so that's fair. They banned Ku Klok, that's interesting, but I don't see the other Labyrinth cards banned here, so interesting. We'll have to check the traps because Labyrinth might be a good deck to play. Okay, Barrier Statue of the Abyss, which I guess if you're doing light versus dark, yeah, this card would be FTK because you summon this and then the opposing light player can't do anything. Garua is banned, that's interesting. Winda is banned. Des Koala, why? This is from like 2005. Like, come on, guys. Stealth Bird. I guess they don't want burn decks. No Shifter. Of course, no Protoss. Okay, and then everything that's normally banned is banned. No Vanity's Fiend. Okay, Cannon Soldier. Oh, they banned the Nurse. They don't want burn decks. And then just, yeah, your regular banned stuff. Okay, let's see what's been limited and semi-limited. Let's go limited first. Wow, they're keeping... okay, so Labyrinth is legal, but limited. Tier Limits is going to be legal, but you won't have access to Rhino Heart because it's water, or Rukalos because it's also water. Pendulum stuff, okay. Verte is available. Only one Armageddon Knight, okay. One Masquerade. Interesting. One Steam the Cloak, so Black Wings is probably playable. For those of you who are interested in a budget version, the structure deck for Black Wings might be good. Semi-limited, you got your Sprite stuff, but again, you're not going to play it because there's no Carrot or Red, as they are fire. Your Tier Limits are semi-limited. Your Aluburst, so your branded stuff, but again, if you can't play light cards, you can't really do Lubellion, right? If you can't combine the light and the dark. Malicious, okay, interesting. So you can see that there's you know, some decent stuff for dark. Yeah, tier elements. If we actually switch off. Wow, Sulik is banned. Obviously Rhino is banned. Rukalos is banned. Planet at 1. Okay, Kikalis at 1. So tier elements might still be somewhat viable. I mean, no Sulik isn't really that big a deal. Okay, sorry guys if this is taking longer than it should, but this is, like I said, this is how you probably should approach things. Forbidden spells, no floodgates. Yeah, everything that's normally forbidden is forbidden. Okay. I don't see like Foolish Burial Goods, so that's still like around, and Foolish Burial 2 most likely. Probably at 1. Wow, I almost have every card that's limited to 1. Wow, Exo Sister Pax is at 1. Okay, Exo Sister would be a good light deck potentially. We'll check that out in a second too, but it will be expensive to build if you don't have it already. Branded Fusion at 1, Fusion Destiny at 1. Wow, so no Bystials, splashing in DPE if you have it. That sounds really strong right away. Verte into Fusion Destiny, right? That's pretty strong. Yeah, one of each of these. Wow, Floowandereeze map. Konami couldn't even unlimit map. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? None of the Floowandereeze birds are legal. Why do you have map at 1? Put it at 3, Konami. They're just sticking it to me. That's what they're doing. Anyways, okay, that's interesting. Kind of heated about that map at 1 though, to be honest. Runic cards? You cannot be serious. Bro, just ban. These is what should be banned, man. Come on. That's crazy. You got double change of heart, double grass, double engage. But again, you're not going to play Sky Striker probably. You can still play the spells and traps, I guess. Or spells, technically. Okay, interesting. Right, but no Water Enchantress, no Griffin. What's the point? Mass change? That's pretty good. I mean, Dark Law. Yo, heroes? Yeah, you can play Dark Law. You can play Phoenix Enforcer. Yep. Because you're like malicious and stuff, or like Dasher and stuff is dark, right? So you can play that. Okay, there's some mini engines you can splash together, so that's pretty interesting for the dark list. Okay. Let's switch over to light. Alright, so for the light list, we're going to do the same thing here. Let's go ahead and apply that. We don't need to do the spells and traps. Well, okay, maybe we'll take a look at them real quick because it's probably going to be the same. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same here. I didn't look at the traps, did I? But, you know, it looks almost the exact same, so I doubt anything's really different. Let's take a look at traps though, since we looked at spells with the dark list. Let's see what's been banned for traps. The burn stuff and floodgates. It's funny that Konami realizes that floodgates are a problem in the events, but they'll keep them legal in like regular standard mode, like ranked mode. That's interesting. Interesting observation. Limited traps. Wow, yeah, they limited Big Welcome. So Labyrinth probably is not playable. I mean, I shouldn't say not playable, it's just like not worth playing, in my opinion. Dinomorphia stuff? Wow. Is Dinomorphia top tier for this event? That'd be crazy. I guess we'd have to switch back to Dark to just quickly check that, huh? I mean, the more powerful stuff is in Dark, right? Wow, you can pretty much play Dinomorphia at full power. You just have semi-limited traps. That's insane. You can pretty much play Dinomorphia at full power. One Solemn. You don't even need it. That's crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack, but there's a strong deck. Let's take a look at what's some powerful light archetypes. I guess what you can do if you want to find out, you just filter by ultra rare, and you'll see. So Sword Soul is not really viable. Nibiru is going to be viable. That's interesting. Yeah, Lubellion without any other Bestials. Okay. Psychic and Punisher is a light. Okay, so Exo Sister is probably a decent option, right? 3 Martha. Holy. They only limited packs. Exo. Pax is at 1. So if you got Exo Sister, this might be a good... I don't know if I'd say good, because I mean Pax is pretty important. But, you know, Exo Sister would be pretty powerful. I still think Dynamorphia might be the way to go if you got it. I mean, I'm not going to be playing because I'm not... It's kind of expensive, obviously. So unless you have it already, I wouldn't bother. Let's go back and see what else might be viable for lights. So you got Exo Sister for lights. You've got Dynamorphia for darks. You got Black Wings probably for darks as well as your budget option. Lights do have Veiler and Ghost Ogre though. I bet you Ghost Ogre is legal. And there's no Dark Trap. Yeah, wow. So Light has good hand traps with Veiler and Ghost Ogre. You got Avramax that you could go into. You got Zeus for lights. That's interesting. And Blue Eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, Blue Eyes players rejoice, right? I guess you got Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, the classic light versus dark, right? That's another option. That can't be. That can't be. Oh yeah, because I'm on Ultra right now. That's right. Blue Eyes. Yeah, you can't use the dark cards. So no Chaos Max, no Dictator of D. But you got pretty much everything else if you're a Blue Eyes player. So darks. Darks have Dark Magician. No Timaeus. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, for those of you who build Dark Magician decks. I mean, it's going to be a cheap option too, but probably not what you want to play. How did I blank on the name? Black Wings. Yeah, Black Wings look to be at full power. I think. Like in terms of their core engine, that is. So that is interesting. Shadal has no window. And obviously none of the non-light and dark fusions. But yeah, that is interesting for light and dark events so far. This video is probably getting up there in time, so I'm going to probably wrap it up here. So this was just a quick look at the event, but if you're interested in some deck lists, I will be probably putting that together tomorrow. So stay tuned for that if you are interested. Thank you if you made it this far in the video. That's probably going to wrap it up. Quantum is out.